Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Another stream. A stream. The first one of the year. Isn't that exciting? Um, it almost didn't happen because, believe it or not, my graphics card decided it didn't enjoy living anymore and tried to die on me. It just decided it didn't want to cool itself down anymore, and yeah, the fan stopped running, and it was regularly reaching temperatures of like 90 degrees and trying its best to burn itself to death. Afternoon, Dave. How are you getting on? Good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping by. So I've over the last day or two been trying to troubleshoot the issue, and ended up having to walk away from a shop less than an hour ago, or rather just over an hour ago, with a brand new graphics card. It cost me a lot more money than I'd like to admit. Yeah, so I may never financially recover from this, but hopefully I can continue racing and provide a little bit of entertainment. I ended up being backed into getting a 8 gigabyte RTX 4060.
It's clear. Push.
Yeah, so not a cheap card by any stretch of the imagination, but apparently the guy that sold me this card, when I asked him about the 30 series cards, basically said that yeah, they're old now. We don't really stock those anymore because they're too old and they don't sell.
Clear right.
And I thought, oh, okay, right, fine. Looks like I'm stuck with the more expensive options then. And then that was that. So I mean, at least I get to keep racing. At least I get to keep using the sim. Hiya, Mike. Good to see you. My previous one was a RTX 3060 12 gigabyte 3060. So it's you could argue it's a marginal upgrade, but I don't think I'm ever going to be using its full potential. I don't think I ever really used the full potential of the 3060 either, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. I probably will see a little bit of improvement, but I think I'll have to be really paying attention to notice the improvement. Yeah. Anyway, that's that saga over and over and explained. But I mean, let's have a quick talk about what the aim is for tonight. Really, you might notice new car.
Incident in
I say new
International
car,
Horseshoe.
new to me. We're driving the Mercedes AMG GT4 this evening because I'm planning to do the Raw before the 24 this weekend. I'm going to pair up with my father to do it, and this is the GT4 car that my father owns, and I felt like it would be unfair to ask him to buy a different GT4 car if I was sort of wanting to run that race with him, and I thought, you know what the hell, I'll spend the money because it's my idea.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
So now we're just sort of trying to get a little bit of practice in, and try and get used to the car, understand how well. I mean, it's a GT4 car. I mean, it's going to have similar characteristics, and yeah, 100% agree that the sound is incredible. This is very much a lips out kind of, yeah. That's very much a pouty sound. Big fan of the noise, and yeah, it's powerful. Yeah, I'm doing the 24-hour as well next weekend with the Armed Forces Virtual Racing Challenge team. So I think we're going to be putting forward a good sort of 2 or 3 teams for that one. Last I heard, we're looking at 2 LMP2 teams and a GT3 team. So you know there could be
18th. That lap was a 1:55.
A good chance that you'll see one of us in that event as well. Yeah, I've heard that as well, Mike. It's the aids, the electronic aids. Bit interesting in that the ABS is set so much more aggressive than the traction control in this car. I wonder if it kind of has to be. I haven't actually considered playing with it just yet because, as I say, I mean, because of the graphics card saga, I haven't really had much chance to
Sector 1
play
is
around
1.2
and
seconds off the pace.
Get stuck in with this car. I managed a few laps.
There's an incident in turn 8. We think it might be
testing
Gary.
here at Daytona in the in this car last night, which was hilarious, by the way, because of the problems with my graphics card. I was finding that I had to sort of bump start the cooling fan with my finger by sort of pushing it round to, you know, start it getting moving, and then once it started spinning, it would spin up to, you know, insane speeds to cool the card down again. Oh pish, I've missed this. So yeah, it was great fun sort of running test laps at Daytona on an empty track and getting to this part of the track and trying to sort of lean down under my desk to bump start the cooling fan. Oh really? Yeah, I mean, it's a cool car to drive. I mean, I'm not sure. I think I just stayed away from buying it for my first car because I didn't. Everything I was reading was saying that it was the natural choice for, you know, for starting, I guess, and I kind of didn't want to be that conformist guy. I wanted to pick something different. Setup wise, for what? For this event or for the Raw? I mean,
You're second off in sector 1.
I'm not using any paid setups. I've never used a setup shop before ever. I've always ever used the pre-built setups that iRacing gives you. So in this instance, I'm running the low downforce open setup with just a slight modification to the brake bias. Yeah, and
there's an incident in.
For the Raw,
like
I expect
Carlos.
we're just probably going to go ahead and use the endurance low downforce setup, because I mean, being totally honest, my dad and I were alright. Our iRating is probably averages out in the region of like 1700 maybe, and we're just, as far as I care, we're just not good or consistent enough to make it worth spending money on a you know, setup shop. Even oops,
23rd place. You're 10th off the pace in sector 3.
and particularly when I kind of have this very what's the word, skeptical attitude towards setup shops, because while I think, yeah, absolutely in the right hands, you know, if you've got someone who's rated like 5k plus, you know, a custom setup probably is going to make a fair bit of difference. But that being said, I remember watching a YouTube video not long ago.
0.6
I can't
off the
remember
pace.
I can't remember who the channel was actually, but it was some guy who's like rated in the region of 5k, and he got 2 of his mates, one rated about 2k, the other one rated about 9k, and he blind tested about 8 or 9 different setup shops, and all of them had different opinions about which one was better than the other. All of them had different opinions about which setup was which shop. None of them.
Sector 2 is 0.42 off the base.
None of the drivers managed to put in a. Well, none of the. At least the 5 and 9k guy didn't manage to set a lap time quicker than 2/10 of their best with any of the setups. So to me, it just seems. Yeah, I mean, fine if you're consistent enough to hit hit within 1/10 of your best every single lap for, you know, half an hour, then yeah, I guess a setup is going to make a bit of a difference over the course of a stint. But
that's your quickest lap.
Not for
You're
me.
now 2.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Free setups baseline plus. From, would you say, Major's Garage? That's I'll be honest, it's not one I've heard of. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know this baseline plus stuff. I means absolutely nothing to me. I've never heard of it before. If I'm going to be completely honest.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oops. God. Right, where are we? We've got 10 minutes to go, so... let's maybe think about finishing this lap, because we're now nearly 3/10 up, and then we'll consider
the guy behind has just done a
taking a load
154.85.
of fuel out and trying to put in some representative qualifying times. There we go, half a second up. Easy peasy. Right. What was that?
P18, good lap. That's your best in the session. You've just done a 154.29.
Oh, right then. Average is about
Front
just over
left,
3 litres a lap,
97%.
so
Right
we'll
rear,
go
98.
with... oh, hang on. Let's just make sure the rear ride height, what should that be? 252.2. So we're going to want 369, about 10 litres of fuel. Yeah, don't mind the ride height's changed that much. Right, yeah, let's give this a go. Oh, that was my Discord. Ah! Oh, okay, it's cracking. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. I will, do you know what, actually, let's... It might be a bit late to play with it now, but... Ah! Don't want you seeing all my files. Outrageous. Let's go documents, iRacing, setups. Oh, is it AMG or is it Mercedes? Yeah, it'd be Mercedes, wouldn't it? Mercedes, AMG GT4. Interesting. Let's go new folder, date, season 1, 25, and we'll paste that in there. Right, get rid of that. Ah, well, what the hell? We've got 10 minutes. Might as well see what it's like. Okay, cool. These must be... Yeah, alright. Let's give that a go. Yeah, well, we'll have a go. See what it's like. Absolutely nothing stopping me from going back to something else, is that?
All clear. Push now.
Evening, Baroque.
There's an incident in turn 6.
Alright then. Okay, so already we're up like a tenth and a half. It's just a shame this lap won't count because it's an out lap. Cool. Probably could have been a little bit braver on the exit of that. Minutes. Ah! I forgot which way the track went for a sec there.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
I got a little bit... Oh, okay. That explains a lot. So the traction control's been turned... made less more aggressive.
There's an incident in bus stop. It looks like it's...
No, hang on. Have I got that the wrong way around? Higher the number, the less interference.
Sector 2 is 0.35 off the pace.
No, it's been so the traction control's been made more intrusive, and the ABS has been made less intrusive. Okay. Alrighty then.
That lap was a 154.32. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
That could have been a little bit neater, but I mean, it feels really good on the infield actually, this setup. I say feels, I mean, it's a stretch to say that I'm feeling any difference. I'd just...
Incident in bus stop. We think it might be Bueno.
It's making me go faster, or I feel like it's contributing to me going faster.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
The only place I'm suffering is that I think it's turn 6 going back onto the oval. I think I'm getting a little bit too happy with the throttle. Trying to put too much power down at once. And maybe I'm overslowing the car and trying to rotate too much.
Lap in this session. That puts you 2.0 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.33 off the pace.
That's alright, Mike. You've it would be very unfair for me to say that you haven't done it. I mean, you've absolutely done more than enough to help. Yeah. In your time. Literally couldn't ask any more from you. Again, I think I just got a little bit scared through the bus stop there. Alright, so we're going to be starting any minute now, and the choice has got to be... do we stick with this setup, or do we go with something else? I think I might stick with this one.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 270 meters.
Yeah, so... Oh, it's quite cold in here now. It is really popular, Dave, actually. I see it come up... I mean, you know for a fact it's going to come up at least once a year. And it tends to come up... if I had to put a number on it, I would say at least every second season, in one way or another. And it doesn't, you know, it comes up in a lot of series as well. But I think it's just... I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. It's a good track. It's nice and wide, easy to well, I say easy to overtake. Overtaking isn't necessarily dangerous a lot of the time. At least it's great for multi-class racing in that respect. Oh, crikey. Right, let's take that. Oh, hang on. No, cancel. What was the ride height? Was 126. So, can I get that back down to 126? Yes, yes I can. How about that? Cool. Do I want to adjust that? Yeah, we'll take a bit off. Why not? Yeah, I mean, well, you're not wrong. In essence, it is essentially just a larger oval. But I don't know. It's bigger than and much safer, I guess, than Charlotte Roval. I mean, I suppose there's only so much you can do when you're designing a road course around an oval track. There's only so much space in the infield. There's only so many ideas you can throw in there, because at some point you're going to have to turn more left to get into the infield, and then at some point you've got to get back to the oval, and you're always going to spend yeah. So I see what you're saying. Rovals don't really offer a ton of fresh ideas, but it's good fun for me. I think it's worth it. It's worth it, at least for the 24-hour event, if nothing else. Because as I understand it, Daytona 24 is probably one of the biggest special iRacing special events of the year, if I recall correctly. Yeah. But whatever, really. It's well worth a buy, I think. I don't regret buying it at all. Not at all. Right. Let's see where we are. P12 in terms of rating. Right. Hello, Smokey. Haven't seen you for a while, mate. How are you getting on? How was your New Year and Christmas?
Okay, Dan, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Yeah, it was alright. Managed to spend some time with the family and hosted Christmas dinner for my parents and the in-laws. That was good fun, I guess. As fun as it can be when you're flapping about the kitchen, worrying about making sure everything comes out of the oven on time. So yeah. Whoa. Okay, here we go for attempt number 1.
There's an incident in turn 1.
Oh dear, someone's not setting a banker lap.
There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like
someone's definitely not setting a banker lap. Do you know, I can't get over how much my sort of prejudice against this car has been just blown to smithereens. I not once did I look at this car and think that's going to be, easy or fun to drive. every time I've looked at it, I've thought, look at the size of that bonnet, that hood, look how long it is, look how all of the weight must be at the front. It must be an absolute pig to get turned in, but it just drives. It's almost effortless. I mean, I imagine it, you know. Yeah, let's not forget that there's a significant skill gap between me and a lot of people. So in order to...
That's pole. You're currently 0.48 quicker than second.
Get the most out of it. You know, I'm probably you know, missing some points where I'm not really getting the most out of it. He says as he puts the car on pole. Oh god, this is going to be... It's going to be quite something if I walk away with pole position, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely. Fantastic car to drive.
Turn 7. There's an incident in turn 6.
Can't believe it's taken me so long to...
Sector 1 is 0.28 off the pace.
Consider driving this one.
The leader has just done a 153.08. Sector 2 time is good.
Yeah, you make a fair point, Mike. Yeah, no, I struggle with the same thing as well, Smokey. I mean, I really like the Aston and the way it drives and the way it handles. But no, it's taken me a lot longer than I'd like to admit to sort of get used to the terrible view out of the driver's seat. And there goes my pole position down the toilet there. Oh well, I had pride of place for. Let's go back to this one. I wonder if 55 litres is going to be enough. Let's do the old mathematics. Probably going to be a split like this. GT4 did 17 laps. So, if my fuel consumption rate is about just over, I'll call it 3.1 litres per lap to be safe, because I think we're running about 3.08. Call it 3.1 by 17 laps. It's 52 plus another 3 litres for safety. I think that's, yeah, we'll go with that. What the hell? Whew. All right. So, sorry, I've got my system monitor sort of program open along with the stream window. Because I want to be, because now I'm paranoid about watching my GPU temperatures. So it should be absolutely fine. I should just trust it.
That's the end of the session, P4.
But no, I can't just let it go, can I? Thanks, Dave. Hopefully, things should go reasonably well, given that I'm starting on the second row. Yeah, go on. Let's just hit the grid. What could possibly go wrong? Let's clear off all the pit servicing. And see if we can survive the whole 30 minutes.
Seconds.
Now, I think I need to remember with this track from past experience. I don't know if you guys remember, many moons ago when I streamed, I was sort of focusing on the Advanced Mazda series, and I streamed a race here in a slightly different configuration. I think it was the NASCAR road configuration. And I got very frustrated with the amount of attempts it took me to actually do well at that track. I think the reasoning was I was just not being patient enough, and trying to force moves that didn't really exist. So I think for this one, a sound strategy is going to be to, not try too hard, I suppose, and just let things, let what will be, just think what will be, or it is what it is. Let's just get to the checkered flag
30
first.
30 seconds.
Before we consider any...
Alright Dan, we should do okay here. We're aiming to finish in the top 8.
Are we?
V4.
Okay. Only the top 8. Right, well...
Okay, rolling starts. Follow car number 10 in the right column.
I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like I can probably do well here.
Safety car speed is 82 kilometers per hour.
We just need to get through the first few corners, or the first lap or so, without any... boo-boos.
We need to catch up to car number 10.
Okie dokie. And as well, the last time I raced here, I was in the GTP cars in, I think it was week 13 or something, and I got wiped out on
Nice and
before we
neat.
even
Stay
got
out
to before we even got to the start light.
Green, green, green.
I'll finish that story later. Okay, I probably should have.
You're in the middle.
I don't want to be in the middle.
Clear left.
I really don't want to be in the middle. Let's.
You're in the middle.
I'm
Clear
still
right.
in the middle.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear left. Clear
That
right.
was my
On
fault.
your
That
right.
was my
Clear
fault.
right.
I mean,
Left side. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Clear right.
can we stop making it 3 wide
Turn
on the
one.
start, please?
Looks like it's McDonald and Da Silva.
Clear all round.
There's an incident in International
Yeah, that
Horseshoe.
was
Yellow flag.
Car right.
definitely my fault. That collision.
Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. You're on the left. 3 wide. Right side. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Okay, Dan. The next car is Daly. Car number 20.
I mean, that's so heartbreaking because when you're in the middle of a 3 wide, there's just you can't do anything right. The only thing you can do is lift or slow down. But in that situation where there's so many of the cars around, you're just asking for someone to go into the back of you as well. I don't know. Well, I suppose we can have a look at it in the replay afterwards. And of course we got damage as well. That's off track. No? Okay. How on earth was that not off track? I felt like I was way outside the track limits there.
There's an incident in International Horseshoe.
Left side. Clear left.
That's off track. No? Really? Wild. Absolutely wild.
The gap to Daly in front is now 0.8. Taylor, car number 10, is now leading. The gap to Maxim behind is increasing. It's now 0.9.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm beginning to think I tend towards I agree with that. I mean, there are a handful of tracks where I think I can comfortably know exactly where the track limits are. But, you know, tracks like these that I don't come to very often. Yeah, maybe I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, if you get the incident point, you get the incident point. There's not a lot you can do about it, is there? Ooh. That's a cracking exit, isn't it? No? Okay, I'm losing time. Great. I did not know that some cars only having one sensor point, opposed to others having 4. That's, if that's genuine, if that's actually a thing, that's pretty wild. Because it makes you wonder.
Johans, car number 11 is leading the race.
No, is it the?
Okay, Dan, the pit window is now open.
What pit window?
We'll need to pit for fuel by lap 17.
Oh, okay. So on the last lap then. Right, cool. Cheers for that, Jim. Adding value every day, mate. Yeah, I mean, if you've got different numbers of sensor points on the car, that makes you wonder, you know, is it the newer cars that have more sensor points, or is it the older cars, or what? Oh, yeah. Of course. Well, this isn't very exciting, is it?
The gap to Maxim behind is now 1.1. You've just done a 153.56.
That's a good question. Yeah, you would hope so. That it's standard per class. Yeah, that would make sense. And it makes you wonder if maybe the more popular classes and series have more sensor points. I'm really losing time to the guys behind me. Yeah, at least the last 2 laps, I think I've been a couple of tenths slower. Yeah, that was a terrible exit.
That lap was a 154.12. Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.28 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
I feel like this Beamer's going to go for an almighty lunge if he sees the door open again. It's not a gap, Mr. Beamer. No, trying that was a mistake. I thought I'd try third through there just to see if it was any quicker, which, yeah, again, I've said it countless times now. The race is not a time to start experimenting with how you take the corner. But no, it felt a little bit more sort of stable, I guess, but in terms of traction on the exit. But yeah, mid-corner speed was terrible, or something didn't work.
Okay, Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I lost time somewhere, who knows.
Sector 3 is 0.47 off the pace. Good consistency, keep them coming.
That's not a gap. That was a scary moment. I think I caught the Beamer almost going round in the mirror there. Yeah, I'm tending to agree. Like, he's driving very aggressive. I mean, I can't tell if he's driving very aggressively or he's being forced to be very sort of push harder than he'd like. Or he's being forced to push harder than he'd like by the guy behind him. Just have to hope he doesn't take me with him when he does eventually go. Yeah, exactly that, Borog. Exactly that. Who's he going to take with him? Oh. That was daft. Top tip. Don't drive the car into the wall. See, I thought of that one all on my own. Look at me giving out driving tips. I could be one of these YouTubers with thousands of subscribers giving out hints like that.
The gap behind is now 0.5.
That's not a big gap.
Okay, Dan, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
That felt sketchy, but I'm gaining time somehow. Explain that. Very well, yeah. Okay, the explanation is you're on the limit, Dan, and you know it could have gone either way. Yeah, cool. That's what it's supposed to feel like all the time, Dan. Yeah, okay.
Your lap time was at 1:53.13. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. The gap ahead is now
Mr. G
1.0
could
seconds.
be getting overtaken here.
You're being caught by the faster class cars.
At least we're hoping that with Mr. G and Mr. Holland going side by side so much, that's going to really slow them
flag.
down. That's useful info, Mike, thanks.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they're getting that close to each other and they're touching every lap, it's only a matter of time, and as well, every time they...
All right, Dan.
Every time
You've
they
got
do.
half your fuel left.
You know, they're slowing each other down through every corner. It's just making things easier for me. And what's better, what's more, I'm now... I could, you know, almost reach out and touch Mr. Daly. So maybe just with a little bit of patience and pressure, I could be able to pick up a podium here. Wouldn't that be nice?
Stay close. There might be a chance here. We're at the halfway point. We think about 8 laps remaining on this tank.
Oh my god, why that line?
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
Alright, Here's hoping they don't catch us
Blue flag.
until we get onto the oval. Oh no, it's too late. They're going to try something daft here. Yeah.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Well, that wasn't ideal.
Car left. Clear left.
That was a little bit disruptive. But based on the fact that it's taken them the better part of 20 minutes to catch us in the first place. Oh dear, that's... Oh, hello.
There's an incident in. Bus stop.
Stop hitting the wall,
Blue
Dan.
flag.
Yeah, based on the fact that it's taken us the better part of... Or taken them the better part of 20 minutes to catch us.
The gap to
We can
P3
probably
ahead is increasing. It's now
deduce
0.9.
that once they all come through, that's the last that we're going to see of them.
Blue flag. Okay, Dan. There's a faster class car approaching. That was a 154.29. Blue flag.
Don't you...
Car
Are
right.
you kidding me?
Clear right. On your
Absolute
left.
muppet.
Clear left.
I get... Yeah,
Wicked
cool.
water
He
bound.
goes... He sails off
right.
track. And because I made
Clear
a little
right.
bit of contact.
You have 6 incident
I,
points.
On your right.
Blue
I
flag.
get the...
Clear right.
Yeah, okay, just chill out, mate.
Car right. Clear right.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
That was close.
The gap to Daly ahead is now 0.9. Faster car behind. Taylor, car number 10, is now in the lead.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, steady on, Mr. Daly. What are you flashing your headlights at him for, Mr. Daly? You very nearly punted him off. Crikey. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna extend the gap between us a little bit.
Okay, Dan, there's a faster car approaching.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be gaining
Car
positions
right.
off of it. The only way I'm going to
Clear
get a podium
right.
now is if Mr. Daly sort of absolutely has a massive brain fart and sends the car into Narnia or something.
The gap to Daly ahead is now 1.3.
Oh,
Incident in turn
say
1.
it and
Looks like
it comes
Daly.
true. Oh my god, and yeah, absolutely, Mr. G still. I think that they're absolutely fighting behind though, Mr. G and Mr. Holland.
The car in front of us is
Because I
Taylor,
did
car
see,
number 10.
I did see Mr. Holland ahead at one point.
Left side. Clear left.
There we go. So now we just need to maybe say something like, if only P2 would lose control of the car and let me catch up, and see if that happens.
The gap to Maxim behind is now 3.6 seconds.
Right. Let's start keeping an eye on the gap behind now, because that could end up closing. Particularly as I've just done a lap over a second, nearly 2 seconds slower than my best.
There's an incident in turn 3. Okay, Dan, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. P3. 5 minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Maxim.
That being said though, that Maxim is Mr. G. It sounds like he's dropped it or got into some kind of collision or accident. It's all coming up Dan today, isn't it? Well, mind you, I've said it now, so of course the next thing that's going to happen is that yeah, this idiot's going to end up losing control of the car. So, at the conclusion of the last lap, Mr. Holland was 3.9 seconds behind. He's currently sitting 3.5 seconds behind, which means he is closing. So I suspect we've got, at the line, I think we've got about 3 to go.
The gap behind is now 3.8.
Yes, I've never run with voice chat on iRacing. I just find it, one, too distracting, because it's particularly...
Incident in turn 1.
My experience of it in road racing is that it's always just been...
Your last lap time was at 1:53.59.
It's only ever really active at the start of the race, and it's just filled with people raging about turn 1 incidents and swearing at each other. And I've also turned off the text chat while I'm in the car, so if anyone messages me while I'm driving, I don't actually get the message. Well, at least until I get out of the car. I understand it's... I'm led to believe that it's slightly friendlier on the oval side, where people like genuinely, by and large, are quite nice to each other on voice chat. But yeah, I don't don't really think it's worth it personally. Which is a shame.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Because I feel like this is the kind of game that would benefit from people talking and getting to know each other a little bit. It's just ruined by, you know, people that can't control their emotions. Like me, in fact, because I've used voice chat in the past, and I have I've been that guy that has I don't want to say insulted people and shouted at people, but I've been the guy that sort of lets his emotions get the better of him and maybe says things.
Alright, Dan, the next car is Taylor, car number 10.
On voice chat before having had the opportunity to review what's happened. So it's a little bit for me, sort of, I don't trust myself as much as it is for I don't like hearing other people shout and scream.
There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like it's Daly.
Daly's not having a great day. He was. That must be heartbreaking. I mean, that's his second loss of control or accident in one race. Oops.
The guy in front is 2
And to think
laps
the poor
behind.
guy was.
This guy's rep is below average. Watch yourself.
To think that guy was running in P3 for most of the race. You got to. It could be absolutely heartbroken for the guy. Cool, so the gap behind is closing apparently, but at what, 3.1 seconds, unless I make a cataclysmic error, I don't think there's much that Mr. Holland can do. The only sticking point could be Mr. Calvert. No. Because if this turns
okay,
out
Dan,
to be...
one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. That lap time was 1:53.87.
If this turns out to be the Porsche that I accidentally turned at the start of the race, we could end up with a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think it might be, you know. So, I imagine he's already not feeling too cooperative. So if we get close enough to pass him, what we're not going to do is we're not going to flash our lights at him.
There's an incident in bus stop. It looks like Muller. Yellow flag, watch out.
Alright, are you going to be a good boy?
On your right. Clear right.
Looks like it. Yeah. How about that?
2 litres left.
Okay, so we'll, once we finish, we'll go back and have a look at the replay, find out if I'm actually responsible for turning that guy at lap 1. If there's anything that maybe I could have done to avoid it, and you know, we'll maybe throw an apology his way, because I think he kind of deserves one.
Well done, Dan. Great drive. That's a podium.
Yeah, thanks very much, Smokey. Shame it couldn't have been a little bit more exciting in terms of actual racing, but no. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that one. Yeah.
That's the end of the session.
Ah, well, okay. There's the end of the session. Cool. Let's go have a look at what happened at the start. Yeah, you're right. On the steps, that's what matters. Is this the start? Yeah. Okay. So is this? So maybe that's not the guy. Let's find out. Actually, did anyone say anything to me directly? No. So on the start, we're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. We're still very much 3 wide. Oh, it was it was a white one. Yeah. Okay. So. What do we think? Am I responsible for this? Which way? Joshua McDonald. I'm not sure I am, to be honest, because if we look at the if we look at his if we look at his trajectory, I mean, I don't think he's actually going to hit this apex. I think he's sort of moving off towards this. He's got his car pointed this way, and that's it. There's no more rotation going in there. Yeah. That's oh, and it got worse. Oh dear. Wild Mercedes comes and inserts itself. Hopefully the damage wasn't too bad, I guess. Ah, look at this coward starting in the pits. Look at this guy. Coward. Rubbish. Anyway, we won't. Yeah, we're not going to look any further. Okay, cool. I still feel bad about that one, but I suppose it could be worse. Right. Practice race. Let's have a look. Okay, cool. Yeah, it deserved the loss in safety rating there, but managed to get back over the 2K threshold, if you like. And okay, so the split was the 4th split. Okay, very popular this week. This track, can't imagine why. Cool. So does that change this immediately, or am I going to have to wait a few minutes for the results to update? Now in 139th. I don't know if that updates right away, actually, but yeah, we'll roll with it. So, what's next? Oh, there's one. Okay, so Hockenheim is a track that I bought for this season. Now, the IMSA sports car series is one of the ones that I want to actually actively compete in this season, in the GTP series, and I would love to race that one now, but I don't think it's going to be fair on anyone if I jump into a race there with 20 minutes practice. So maybe we'll avoid that one for the time being. I could maybe no. We can't go we can't go Daytona into Daytona. That's just silly. But apparently there's not much choice in terms of track. We've got Daytona, Daytona, Spa, and the Legends. That'll be a riot. Okay, cool. So it's oh boy. It's going to be an exciting week this week. We've got Daytona, or Daytona. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, no. To be fair, that's a good shout. Actually, it would still. Go on. What the hell? What the hell? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get rid of this as well because I'm done configuring that. Is there anything else I want to get rid of? No. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do it. All right. Ooh. Water. No, it isn't, Mike. I much prefer having it. Weirdly, I actually prefer having it only update once you cross the start line. I feel like it's I mean, it makes absolutely no difference either way, I suppose. But I just feel like for me, it makes it a little bit more true to life because I feel like in the certainly, no, not even certainly. I've heard in some series that you technically don't classify in the place that you've overtaken into until you've completed a lap in that position. And yeah, I quite like that idea, to be honest.
Fastest lap for
and as well,
154.57.
Hang on. Let's go sprint open low downforce. Get rid of that brake balance. There we go. And we'll leave the fuel because I don't know how much I need yet.
The leader's just done a 154.12.
And that's the other thing I was going to say.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now.
The relative doesn't update my position until I've crossed the start line as well. And I don't know if that's because of another sort of update live. What did you call it?
Clear left.
Live position change setting that I haven't set on the relative as well. But I mean, either way, I'm over-explaining something that doesn't need to really be talked about too much. Ugh. Oh, I do miss this car sometimes, you know. It kind of hurts me a little bit that it's only available in the production car challenge now. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I think I do genuinely think it would be a pretty good idea to open up the production car challenge to allow GT4 cars, regardless of type, into the race. You know, because you know all the GT4 cars are technically production cars, are they not? They're just sort of moderately upgraded, slightly upgraded maybe from the road specification. So yeah, I think
that's the new fastest lap for Matthew, 153.47.
Including GT4 as a whole to this series would be quite good. Ooh.
Incident in turn 5.
Oh, that's my Discord again. Coming through.
Car right. Clear right.
Ah, okay, got you. Thanks again, mate. Appreciate it. I might be a bit late to try that now. Oh dear.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
Yeah, love to find out where you get these from. Are they, do they do them for every car and track combination every week, do they?
There's an incident in turn 1, P6. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like it's Hutchison.
On your left.
Oh,
Clear
sweet.
left.
For free, that's
The guy in front has just done a
very
155.00.
generous. Oh, there we go. Okay, so... Oops.
Incident in turn 6. We think it might be Millie.
So was that 3.4 litres a lap? And with
Front
very
left,
little practice.
98%. Left rear, 98.
Outstanding. That's ridiculous. For well, providing that for free is absolutely outstanding. And yeah, I mean, thanks very much for the Mercedes setup as well for the GT4. I'll absolutely send that to my father as well to give him a see if he wants to have a go with it, and then we'll play around with it and see if it'll work in an endurance setting with a maximum fuel load for the raw, because that would be pretty cool. Oh crikey. Right, so the ride height 130, so when we take the fuel out, which is going to be 369, let's go with 11 litres. Can I bring this back to 100 and... Oh, hang on, what have I done now? 130.3. It was 130 dead when we started, wasn't it? So that's pretty close. I think maybe we'll bring that forward a little bit as well. Free setups with Mazda. Outstanding. Yeah. Where did you say you got them from? Major's Garage.
The track temperature is decreasing.
Okay,
It's now 35
I'll have a look
Celsius.
into that when we when I finish the stream. Is it just as simple as googling Major's Garage then? In fact, I could probably do it now. Major's Garage. iRacing setups. I presume that I must sign up for this. Okay. Really? Okay, cool. Alright, okay, that's just a YouTube video to learn. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, cool. Easy. Found the website. Register with an email and that's it. Cool. Gleaming. Easy peasy. If I'd known that was a thing all these months ago, then maybe I might have started using them, but who knows? Maybe it's worth playing around with, absolutely. Right, qualifying time. Is there anyone in the split line? No, that can wait. Let's go check that later. Let's qualify. So hopefully we have enough fuel. I should think so. I could put enough in for about 4 laps, just under 4 laps, so we should be okay.
We have 2 laps to get the job done.
Well, we're definitely not going to be winning this one, looking at some of the ratings of the guys at the front.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 36 Celsius.
No, not the Clios. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't even consider looking at the Toyotas and the MX-5s. That's wild. Ooh, that's going to be... Can you imagine the uproar if someone managed to take out one of the, you know, sort of that 7K rated driver in the Mazda? Imagine how absolutely enraged he would be if he had his race ended by some yobbo in a BMW at like 2K. Even Matt Malone. What? God, all the celebrities. I don't recognise the other names, like Tom Bland and... Oh. Wow. Unbelievable. Little old me in a big old celebrity pond. God, starstruck. Ah! God, that's...
The leader's just done a 153.29. P2, that puts you 1.2 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
Hey, half a second up already. It's amazing what happens when you take the corners properly. and then throw it all away. Great job done.
The car ahead has just done a 154.30.
I was going to say, there's no way I deserve to get away with a front row start.
Your sector 2 time is quick.
Okay, so I might be losing a bit of time here, but as long as I don't lose much more than, I don't know, about a tenth or two, I can still stand to gain about 3/10 overall, I think.
Fastest lap for
Which
Matthew,
is
153.17.
decent, and might actually put me back on the front row. There we go. For now. Right, what do we think? In fact, let's do this properly. We've got series results, top split, and the Beamers did 14 laps. Okay, so if I was doing what? Oh god, I didn't take any notice of what the fuel consumption was like. Let's assume it was 3.4 a lap. So we'll go 3.4 by, what did I say, 14 laps? Yeah, okay. 47.6, so we'll go with 48. And that should be more than enough. Right, well, I've got some time. I'm going to go quickly nip to the loo. I literally won't be more than about a second, well, 30 seconds or so. Let's turn this off as well so you can't see me running away.
That's the end of the session, P2.
Alright, there we go, we're back. We're relieved. And we're ready to go. Matt Malone in the Mazdas. Better not... oh my god, look at that. Starting P2. Absolutely incredible. I am a racing driver. In this strength of field, I am... I am a hero. Let's clear off the pit requirements, or the pit Servicing, that's the word I'm after. This is going to be
10 seconds.
a nerve-wracking.
25 minutes. The track temp is 34 Celsius. The air temp is 26.
Away we go. Alright.
Rolling start. Get ready. Stay in the pole row in the right column. The safety car speed is 89 kilometers per hour.
So what I keep forgetting to do is I keep forgetting to start trading paints, so we can see all the wacky liveries. It might be a bit late now to think about that. I actually meant to do that in the break between qualifying and the race, but never mind, here we are.
Alright Dan, nice and neat, stay out of trouble.
Ah, I've got the...
Go!
Missed the gear change. Oh well. Oh, this guy's just going to drive away. Oh, don't drop it. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. We're alive. I may have just ended up handing the position to the guy behind me, but we're alive for now. Also, did you know
Use all the track and force them to
this
find the
car
gap.
has a 7-speed gearbox? True story. I've never ever found a track long enough that enables me to use that 7th gear. But it exists. That 7th gear is there. I've used it, not in anger, but more out of curiosity. I haven't the faintest idea why you'd need a 7-speed gearbox in a car like this. Particularly when the gear stack is quite as long as it is. So I'm sure to everybody's surprise, I am building a gap to the guy behind. This is absolutely wild. I mean, I don't feel as though I deserved... Well, yeah, okay, obviously I deserve to have the position because I earned it in qualifying, but... Unbelievable. In a space of a lap, I built a gap to the guy behind of over a second. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, whether that's due to my driving or...
The leader has just done a 153.70. Your lap time was 153.76.
or an error on his part, I may never know, but...
The gap to P3 behind is now 1.6.
I'm gonna just go ahead and claim that it's my, superior driving prowess that's given us such an advantageous position.
P2. That's 20 minutes to go.
Oh no, Tom Bland. See, one of the celebrities, he's currently having a bit of a tow back to pit lane. Poor guy.
The pit window is now open. Okay, Dan, we'll need to pit to refuel by lap 13.
I certainly hope not. So it looks like I've severely underestimated the fuel requirement as well. So if we're lucky, we'll cross the line with enough fuel to keep the engine sort of ticking over. If we, assuming we get to the line, of course.
The gap to Veyron behind is now 1.9.
That gap's getting bigger. That's what I like to hear. Ah, right, okay, cool. I don't expect P3 is going to give him much of a challenge.
That last lap was a 154.07.
We'll see. I mean, oh, he's already passed him. Okay, cool. Let's see how quickly that gap comes down. Matt Malone fighting his way up to P2 in the Mazdas. What a lad.
Incident in International Horseshoe. That was 154.01.
That felt a little bit suboptimal.
"15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
Now, if Ian's going to catch me and pass me for, well, for P2, my big hope really is that he kind of has the decency to break the draft to the guy behind him before he starts closing the gap on me. Because I'd rather not have him drag someone along with him to then make my day a little bit worse.
Ian behind is now 1.6 seconds.
Oh. Come on now, break that draft. Break the draft.
You've just done a 154.01. Okay, Dan, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Yeah, again, I wasn't as good as I have done it in the past.
Coming up on a slower car.
Oh, crikey. This is a recipe for disaster. Come on.
On your left,
There we
3
go.
wide, you're on the right.
Let's stay up
Clear
here
left.
then.
Left side, clear left.
Gonna clear all these before
Slower cars
we
ahead.
get
These
to
guys
the
will be fighting
stop.
for position. They might not see you.
Now, did Ian get slowed down a little? Kind of. Yeah, he did a little bit. this. This is
Slower car.
silly.
Right side. Clear right.
You've got half your fuel left.
That was very silly and very dangerous. I should not have done that.
Car left. Clear left.
Okay, Dan. Slower cars ahead. These.
On your right.
Are you serious, Mr. Toyota
Still there.
man?
Clear right. Right side. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
P3 is getting closer. The gap's come down to 1.1 seconds.
Left side. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
And there's the Clios, and then is that? No, it's not. Oh, this is bad. We're going to get caught up in. No, this is not
You're
good.
coming up on some slower.
Right side. Clear right.
That was not the time to
Car left. Clear left.
get caught.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Okay, Dan, half distance. We estimate 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Looks like Ian's brought P4 with him. It's a little bit rude, not gonna lie. Oh dear, I've got that wrong. That's gone very wrong. But did Ian's corner go? Yeah, Ian's corner went a bit better. Phew.
The leader has just done a 153.34. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. New fastest lap for Veyron, 153.29. Okay, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
I mean, that's easy for you to say, Jim, but he is rather distracting. There's no way I should have been able to hold that through there. Okay, so P4 is now within a tenth of P3.
That's a new fastest
might be a
lap
little
for
bit of
Matthew,
fighting going on in there.
153.23. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. That lap time was 153.72. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Oh dear.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
Oh.
The gap to Ian behind is now 0.5. The track temperature is falling. It's now 32 Celsius. Only 2 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 154.01.
Oh my Gideon, what just happened in the rearview mirror? What on earth nearly went wrong? Oh. So I think it's going to be 2 to go at the line.
Two laps of fuel remaining. That was a 153.72. That's your quickest lap in this session. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Okay, I think that's the closest Ian's got all race. That when he was just there, 0.4 behind. Oh dear. You must be joking, Dan. Get a grip. Ah. Oh well. This could be it. I could be about to lose the position on the final lap, which would be exciting. But in the wrong kind of way. Oh, he's so close now. So close. I think I might want to go a little defensive. Maybe.
Last lap, bring it on home. That's good consistency, keep it up.
How on earth did he get that stopped and rotated? Okay, so his last opportunity now is going to be into bus stop. And I don't think he's close enough. I don't think he's close enough.
2 litres remaining.
I mean, I'm possibly going to be struggling for fuel to get to... Oh, what is this? I do not need this now.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Come on, bro, help me out.
Car left. Clear left.
I'll do. And that's it. I think I'm P2, because unless he can significantly
1
overspeed
litre
me,
remaining.
and this last little run down, I mean, the only thing that's going to stop me now is an engine sputter as we run out of fuel. There it is. There it is, P2.
Great drive, that's a podium.
Outstanding. What a race. That was absolutely outstanding. And there goes the fuel. Alright. Oh. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, thanks for suggesting that, Mike. Oh. Deary me. Deary me. What was it? Ian Witham. So just how close was he getting? I mean, we're not going to sit here and watch the entirety of the last like 4 or 5 laps. By the way, I just want to maybe watch the last 2 and just see how close he got. And let's also start trading paints. You know, better late than never, I suppose. Oh wow, he was. I mean, it wasn't close enough to make a move there, but he was. you see that snap of oversteer on the exit of International Horseshoe as well. That, if you hadn't had that, he probably would have been
That's
on
the
top
end
of
of
me.
the session.
Just brilliant. And yeah. And to top it off, I think it was a 0x as well. No, okay, let's not bother anymore. Right, the race event. Oh, there we go, look at that. 0x getting us all of our safety rating back from the last race. Well, most of it at least. And a lovely, healthy chunk of iRating change as well. Outstanding. And Ian lost out in the end to this guy, to Veyron, and that must have been right on the run down to the last lap. On the last lap, on the run down to the corner. What was? Is there any way to see the interval? Yeah, what's that? 5,000ths of a second between them. Hello, Sarah. Okay. Okay, cool. What would you like to know about it? It is, yeah. Cool. What shall we do next? What about? Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling I know where this is going, but not long, a year or two. Why don't we throw caution to the wind and try this one? No, I don't stream daily. No. Fairly regularly though. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't have one. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I mean, do you think a guy that plays games like this has a favorite video game character? That's an interesting question. I'd be interested in the intellectual leap that you made there. Oh. Oh, this is incredible. How did you go? Wow. This is amazing. Okay, Sarah, I understand that I'm probably speaking to a bot right now, but I'm going to have to ask you to... I think I know where this is going, and the answer is no. I'm not interested in any work that you may want to ask me to commission you for. So if you go ahead and suggest that, I am going to eject you from the stream. So your choice, you can leave of your own accord, or you can stay here and actually be interested, or I can remove you. I wasn't born yesterday. Let's see what the next response is. But for those of us that are actually interested in watching the stream, I think what we'll do is we'll have a go at this race. It's the first time I've raced the M4 in an official series this season, in fact. I've always been kind of scared to come to this series because I kind of don't want to do the rookie races because they're so short that any incidents are you know, multiplied. And really, really damaging to your safety rating. But yeah, we'll come and have a go, and then I think we'll make this the last one for the evening, because this will start at, I want to say it's going to start at about 10:15 and probably finish about 15:15, and then we'll probably stop things there because I need to admin myself ready for a bit of horrendous PT in the morning.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Pit exit's clear.
Right, let's go. I always dislike really using the curbs on the run down to some of these corners at this track, particularly since iRacing introduced that whole 3D curb modelling idea. Because obviously I'm in quite close proximity to other people living, you know, literally either side of me. From, you know, there's another bedroom. Literally, I could reach out and touch the wall that connects to another bedroom. And obviously, with my desk, on my wheel, sort of attached to my desk. It creates an awful rattling, and yeah, absolutely. I see. I know exactly what you're saying, Mike. I absolutely should use them. I just don't want to, because I don't want to disturb my neighbours with all the rattling that it sends through my wheel. Oh, I've got this wrong. Oh no.
Okay, Dan, we need to watch these track limits.
There we go. That was something called an escape road. One day, I will actually take the time to learn which corners have escape roads, and you know, remember to use them if I need to.
New fastest lap for Adam, 151.5.
That one's not so bad in terms of noisiness. What's the time to beat then? A 51.4. No chance. Oh, way too late on the brake. Okie dokie. And our first time is a 56.1.
B18.
Cool. Oh, for pity's sake.
This lap won't count, you've cut the track.
Okay. And I don't think we're going to have much of a difference here because... Oh no, okay, 52.8, that's decent,
10th
I
position.
suppose. Much better.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
There's loads of time to gain around here, I think.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Is that Mike sending me another baseline plus sub? Nope. No, it's not. What I should probably do is
6th place.
while
That's your
I'm
best
reading
lap in
Discord.
this session. You're now 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 times okay. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
That's better. Just need to carry this now for the rest of the lap. Oh. Oh, I meant to stop that lap actually. Oh well. So that's going to gain us, what, a few tenths at least? It's 51.9. So we're getting better, getting quicker.
P3, that's your quickest lap in
P3,
this session. You're
outstanding.
currently 0.6 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 time is fast.
Okay, no, I think we'll try and remember to stop this lap actually, just for a bit of a break.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The track temp's increasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
Okay.
Watch your speed. 100 meters. 50 meters.
There we go.
Front right, 92%.
That 15
Left
minutes
rear,
and we're already
94.
pretty much on the pace. That's always nice. Right. No, it wasn't you. Yeah, sorry. I said that, and then when I worked out who it was that had messaged me, I completely forgot that I'd said it. No, it was I actually. So when I was running into problems with my graphics cards earlier a couple of days ago, in fact, I sort of asked for a little bit of help from some friends on another Discord, and I was just filling them in and updating them on the rest of the story. So. Ooh. Right, in fact, what I'll do is I will... Oh, of course, I've already got a browser open. Let's go... Gmail... and then sign into my email account. Oh, lots of emails to get rid of. Updates that I don't want. Ah, there we go. Cool. So how many of us watched the video that was released this morning? Because you might remember that there was a clip of a protest that I submitted against somebody blocking, and I've literally just had the email come in to say that that person has been sanctioned. They have, yeah, they have been warned by the stewards not to do that kind of silliness again. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it was a little bit borderline, that block, but apparently the stewards seemed to agree with me, so that's good. Right, let's go. All right, send this setup to me, Dad. Go, Dad. Please find attached a custom set up that. Sorry, I should probably be talking while I'm doing this, but it's difficult to talk and write at the same time. Might be worth testing with a full load of fuel to see whether or not the set will pass inspection in inverted commas. Let me know what you think. There we go, and then let's find the file to attach. Documents, iRacing, setups, Mercedes, AMG GT4, that one. There we go. Send. Cool, that's done. Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, Mike, and it doesn't pass the inspection, then yeah, I'd rather not. All right, steady on, Borog. I'm trying my best here. Yeah. Yeah, the ride height, if that needs adjusting, then I don't know. I think I might have a dig around on that. Well, what was it called? Major's Garage. See if they've got one for the Raw. To be honest, I would be surprised if they did, and I'm not sure how much I want to go messing around. We'll see. I might play around with the ride height and see if we can make adjustments for the extra fuel. See if that really affects the handling too much. Aside from that, yeah, if it turns out to be undrivable, we might as well just use the default endurance setup at the end of the day. All right. Cool. How much time have we got now? Let's go set this to most exciting. Pause it, rewind it for a bit, and then just watch some cars drive around for the next few minutes. Oh. God, they look so slow, don't they? I mean, they're not. I mean, they're not quick, are they? But wow, yeah, it's just it feels so much quicker when you're actually in the car, but when you're watching them go around, it does look so slow. Good grief. Oh, I'm still in the top 3 though. That's nice to see. Oh, he's bottled it. Oh, okay. Has anyone done these races this season so far? Because is it a standing start or a rolling start? Standing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I found I found that out the hard way during the week 13 or week 14, whatever it was. Yeah, I remember doing a race in one of these and jumping the start because I think I just completely had an unthinking moment and I don't think I even tried to use the clutch. I just saw the lights come up on the screen, and then I saw them go red, and thought, "Oh, that must mean go." Yeah, I forgot the lights. Well, I don't know. I'm sure I've done it before. I certainly did it in my rookie season, at least once, where I was so sort of wound up about this race that I was about to do that as soon as the lights went red, I was like, "Right, go, and yeah, jump the start for it." Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's always fun. Always fun and a little bit embarrassing when stuff like that happens. Yeah, it's so easy to do as well, isn't it? And to be fair, even if you've got a clutch, it doesn't prevent you from doing that because if your brain decides that the red light is, if if you're so wound up that you forget the red lights don't mean go, it's not going to stop you, popping the clutch, is it? So, well. Oh. Okay, right, it's due to start any moment now, so we'll... Oh my gosh, have I left the engine on all this time? Yeah, I must have. Wonder what the engine temps are. Yeah, pretty high. Pretty high. Okay.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line.
Let's just do a couple of laps all the way.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
I think we're expecting the event to start within the next couple of minutes, so let's pretend like we're preparing, I suppose. any moment now.
Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Oh, that was almost perfect, I think. Okay, so we're due to start soon. Let's just pull over and you're ready to jump straight. There it is. Oh, right. One 12-minute race coming up.
Checkered flags out, P3.
Cool. Right. Do we recognize anybody? No.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I don't recognize a single one of those names. I mean, that's the other thing as well. I mean, that I would race the rookie series so much more often if there was more than 12 entries per, or more than 12 cars per race. I just feel that the track just feels so empty with 12 drivers on it. Yeah. I mean, I can kind of understand why it's limited that way, but yeah. I mean, I really wish they'd change it to something like, I don't know, 20, 30. I mean, 30 might be pushing it. But yeah. I mean, again, I can totally understand why they only have it at such a small number, because, you know, it can be overwhelming, you know, if you've got a grid full of, you know, 30 cars, 40 cars. Yeah, no, exactly. It's for that reason, isn't it, Porog? Yeah. You know, with 12 cars all trying to go for the, and particularly when if the majority of the field is brand new to the service and they're all, you know, trying to, exactly as you say, just pile into turn one, you know, going for the same piece of track at the same time. You don't want 30 people doing that. It's probably a little less chaotic to have a dozen or so, but yeah. Never mind. Right, 8 minutes and 2 laps to get the job done. Oh, I'm car number 1 as well. I hadn't noticed that. Theoretically, that should put me as the favourite to win this. But we all know what I like to say about theories.
We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Oh, I think I've got this wrong.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 28 Celsius.
No, that's not right. That was decent, I think. Ooh. Not sure if I need to come down to second there, actually. But I kind of have this placebo idea that it helps with the... I mean, it does help. It objectively does help with the rotation to come down a gear, but... I think I'm probably sacrificing a little bit of potential exit speed by coming down the gears like that. Yeah, you're right. Exactly like the old M4, you know, you kind of want to avoid coming down to second if you can.
Pole position. That lap time was 151.5. The leader has just done a 151.3. The guy ahead has just posted a 151.4. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it?
Sector 2 time is okay.
Oh well, I don't think that was a terrible lap, to be honest.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 30 Celsius.
Put me on pole for now. Until somebody does something better. There's not much in it though, I'm sure. What's this guy just done? 51.3. Cool, alright. I think I'm okay. You invalidated. You didn't improve. You were never gonna... Yeah, okay. You're probably not gonna improve. Mr. Mean. That's about it. Okay, yeah, cool. I didn't even think to check those, to be honest. Yeah, that's a fair point. We'll have a good look at those once we get started.
That's the end of the session. You're on pole. Well done.
Hey, outstanding. Cool. Right, let's get on the grid and we'll start the motor now, so I'm not flapping about it when he starts announcing the start's about to start. How many times can I say start in the same sentence? Alright, yeah, Mean's got a D license, but I don't think his safety rating's terrible. Only thing I've got to watch out for then is silly sends into turn 1. Or turns 1, 2 and 3.
Car number 1, 12 minutes. Okay, standing start. Get ready. Go, go, go.
Oh boy, it feels like P2 got a better start than I did.
Well done, Dan. Good start.
Okay.
Okay, Dan. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Oh dear. That could have gone better. That could have gone better as well. I'm flapping because I'm in the lead and I'm not, like, consistently building a gap.
Use all the track. Force him to find the gap. The driver behind's a bit sketchy. Watch your mirrors here.
Right, let's nail this.
The guy behind has just done a 151.7.
Very close now, this Yassi fella. Or Yossi, rather.
Okay, Dan, we're matching race pace. That's a new fastest lap for Gorby, 151.3. Fastest lap for Man, 151.2. You're in the lead. Come on, Dan. Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this.
It's the kind of update that I really didn't need from Jim.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.3 off the pace. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3. Defend hard. Make them work for it.
2 to go, I think. Oh dear. No, 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 no.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Come on, Dan. Don't let him get away.
Well, fiddlesticks. Oh,
On your left. Hold your line. Still there.
oh, you know, you can just run me off the road,
Left
that's
side.
fine.
Clear left.
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Ah. Oh dear. Well, I guess I feel like it should have been first, but
Okay, Dan. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. P2.
yeah, Yossi did it. Oh, Yossi rather did a good job of pressuring me into a mistake there. Okay, P2 is nothing to sniff at, and it was, to be fair, a pretty good race, wasn't it? Could have been worse.
Well done, Dan. Great drive. That's a podium. That's the end of the session.
There we go. Oh well. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to stop there. Did we have any massive carnage in this race? Oh dear. That's not really... Oh dear, that was poor. Wow. Oh dear, that's... yeah. Round you go. Okay, now he's just trying to be silly, isn't he? But anyway, let's go see what rewards we got from that one. I imagine we'll have lost a little bit of safety rating actually, because yeah, 2 incidents over that length of race. But I mean, we're to be fair, I mean, gone up. Yeah, 100%. Podium finishes three races on the trot. Can't really complain about that at all. Yeah, it was really good. Really good indeed. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I guess that is going to have to put an end to this evening's entertainment, because I've got other things that I need to do. And I should probably get to bed rather than, yeah. I mean, I'm going to want to stay awake and do other things on the computer because I've got a new graphics card to play with. But I really should just go to bed. So for the rest of this week, then I will continue to try to record and upload some videos throughout the course of the week. I feel like my opportunities to do that are going to be limited because tomorrow evening I'm out at a colleague's leaving leaving drinks, leaving meal, and Friday they're turning off all the power to the site, so I won't even be able to see in my room. So Thursday is about the only opportunity I've got to record or race or do anything, and I feel like I should be spending that time putting in some effort to practice for the Raw with my dad over the weekend. So we'll see what turns up and see what I manage to do. At the end of the day, there's not going to be a lot of variety in what we see this week, and I'm going to try and do an IMSA race at Hockenheimring at some point this week. I want to make. I bought the track specially for this season, so I'm going to want to use it at some point. So that might be what I end up doing. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, until then, thanks very much for watching, and I do hope you all have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your week until we see you next time. And on that note, I shall leave you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for engaging, and I look forward to next time. Take care.